Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally arrived. Yes, we are finally here. The long goodbye. I personally think that's a crazy name for your anniversary patch, especially when Zenless Zone Zero is on one of the most diabolical downtrends I've seen in the gacha space in a while, right? You can kind of like look at the past couple of months. This was 3.0's reception on Twitch and so on and so forth. Angels of Delusion, all of that. Yeah, the devs were deluded for making them. The game has not been looking particularly good on basically like any metric possible. You can do Google searches as well, YouTube searches, all of that. It's been kind of in the dumps. And to come up with the live stream title, The Long Goodbye, after the game has been on one of the craziest downtrends ever, I'm gonna be real here. It's kind of nuts. A little bit tone deaf, but maybe they've got a lot more under the hood than, well, maybe last year. Because I had a bit of a hot take regarding last year's anniversary. We could see it over here. Zenless Zone 2.0, where Clouds embrace the Dawn special program. I made a video on that, calling the anniversary a little bit overrated. Right? Say that it wasn't really that good, especially compared to other ones, and people calling it the best one ever. We're simply going to paint a picture about the game that wasn't accurate, and then the game would then proceed to have a bit of a downfall based off those, well, misplaced expectations. That's literally what happened, because the patch released over here to a lot of fanfare because people mistakenly said it was the best shit ever, and then proceeded to crater down into fucking oblivion over the entire 2.x arc. My doubts were entirely justified. This was actually not a good anniversary, and the rewards they gave were truly not helpful to virtually any fucking player. Yeah, did you use that free standard unit? Did you use that free standard W engine? No, because they power crept the game so much that all that shit was useless, and you had to pull the new characters to clear anything anyways. And the response. Boy. That's a little diabolical. You look at the video itself. Boy. That was a little diabolical. Yeah, there's actually like way more dislikes than that. It's at closer around like 2,100 if we're going to be real here. And then you take a look at this, right? Oh, that's a lot of lost subs. But guys, this is what I'm all about. I'm all about telling the truth. I don't care about numbers like this as long as I'm telling the truth about these games. And that's how I've been my entire career. And that's the lens that we're going to be taking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still going to have an open point of view about this live stream, but that's the lens that we're going to take. ZZZ players have overestimated, said that their live stream was the best shit ever when it truly wasn't actually that great, and then made false expectations for the game that caused it to have a very lasting downfall. So let's see if the hype is justified this time. Let's see if the claims that this is the best anniversary ever, it's better than Wuthering Waves, all of that stuff. Let's see if it's actually true before ZZZ players and the gacha space as a whole get disappointed by a bait once again. So without further ado, we've got all of it over here. I've got some timestamps as well. I don't plan on watching all of the goofy stuff that's going to be going on over here. Let's get it started with the trailer at... Okay, yeah, fuck this guy. All right, let's get started over here with the trailer.
一起来看。
Today's success, first step toward taking back the world.
Is still the beginning of a miracle.
They are the ones who once again defeated the enemy and brought new hope to Eridu.
Okay,
Back then,
okay, they got the Timu Amith.
we thought taking back the world was only a matter of time. In the end, none of us reached the promised destination.
A dangerous presence. I can sense it.
Wait, that's her voice? Oh, interesting.
It is an honor to stand and fight beside you. I'll support you however I can. Submit to judgment. I grant you eternal rest.
I don't know about that character design. She sounds like she's 60. Like 60 years old.
So this is where the Rosetta data was born. I'm Truvia from High Ambitions Corp. I'm here for our appointment.
Does everyone in that covenant of yours have this nasty habit of haunting people like restless ghosts?
Okay, I guess they're just showing off a bunch of the cast over here. Was that like Sunbringer doing some kawaii shit right here? Wait, let me see that real fast.
Appointment. Does everyone?
Is she supposed to do that in lore? Hey, I guess the lore of this game doesn't really matter, right?
I'm Truvia from High Ambitions Corp. I'm here for our appointment.
That's Sunbringer?
Does everyone in that covenant of yours have this nasty habit of haunting people like restless ghosts?
S-rank wanted criminal Remy L. Dan. You would do well not to resist in vain.
Are you sure? Do you really want to see the rest of Rose Taylor buried alongside your classmate?
Well, I guess they're trying to do a lot with the story. Yeah, I can't personally tell what's going on because I haven't necessarily been that up to date in the lore, but it sounds like they're trying to do a lot. I guess from the past version trailers that I've seen, right? Because I've seen a lot of the version trailers and I know kind of like the overarching story. It feels like they've kind of gone from like 0 to 100 real fast, starting from like 3.0 and like actually doing things in the story. That's why I've heard people are like somewhat interested in it now, because you kind of just been like holding your dick. After like 1.4, you kind of did a whole lot of nothing, right? For about a year and a half. So now people are sort of just like, oh, I see the main plot again. Is that fair? Like following 1.4, right? You were just like sitting there doing a whole bunch of nothing. In Wi-Fi Peninsula, it was all just like nothing. Literally just sitting there holding your dick, not doing anything for like a year and a half. Now it seems like they're moving the overall plot forward in at least a somewhat like chronological, like stuff's actually happening. And that's what it looks like over here.
I hope
Hey, you're gay too.
you enjoy this dance of death. This light is for you. More flair.
Yeah, it truly does just we've already made a video about this. The kit looks so much like Imeth, it's crazy.
Are you ready to follow my steps? Let's dance. Let's make a scene.
Wait, she has a heavy attack, piercing attack too?
Of death.
Wait, I need to see that again.
This
Wait,
light
she's
is
got
for
the
you.
Imeth heavy attack.
More flair.
Wait, she has the Imeth heavy attack.
Are you ready to follow my steps?
I need to see that again. Wait.
Let's dance.
She has the Imeth mech heavy attack too. She has the Imeth mech heavy attack, bro. They took that as well. No, I'm sorry. You know that's Imeth's mech's heavy attack. It's like they mixed together the regular form and the mech form. You got the rapier stab that like pierces through the enemies.
Let's make a scene. My accomplice.
Yep.
That's checkmate, monster.
Yep, she definitely needed orbital laser cannons. Did they remove the Imeth ult from her kit? Wait, did they get so much negative feedback from like copying the second ult that they removed it? She still has it. Oh, they just didn't put it in here.
As this dance draws to a close, it's time for us to say goodbye. You
Okay.
still have somewhere to return to, but I do not. I killed her with my own hands. The
I guess this is the part of the trailer where I don't know what they're doing, because like
era I knew, the people I loved, those memories, they're all long gone.
yeah, I can already tell people are not gonna like this story again. I'm beginning to get the vibe that this is gonna be a Yi Shungite 2.0, where like the dev decided to put their dream girlfriend into the game, and like everyone's pissed because like, bro, like this is like your fan fiction OC. Like, please stop ruining the story because of it.
Perhaps that's
This is Xiao Ji's OC.
what the Sunbringers truly are.
Okay, this is what I think is gonna happen. They're gonna pull an Imeth, and she's actually gonna die this version, and you're actually gonna go save her. This is my take. If she actually like dies this version, it's truly over. They've just copied Wuthering Waves. Can I just tell you that they copied her, because there's no way you just repeat the story that was actually done 6 months ago by your competitor.
I promise.
Okay, so they just confirmed that they're repeating the Imith storyline. So they're... ZZZ players, is there like just... Is there like an actual response to this? Where like, hey, somebody defend this. Nobody cares, get over it. Okay, if that's the response, then there's no defense. That's telling enough on its own.
I won't look.
What's wrong with copying something good? It's when you're this shameless about it and there's so many things copied.
Finally decided to show up, did you?
And now they got swimsuit skins for everybody. Okay. All right. Let me just say a couple of things off rip. We could talk about what we're seeing on the right. These are the same devs that put the Maid Suna skin in the game. So at this point, the door's already open, and after the Maid Suna thing, I don't think like this surprises anybody anymore, right? They already did it, then they did it like 3 consecutive times with the Angels of Delusion afterwards, and then they're doing this right afterwards. Like, truly, it's just... You could make a big deal out of this one, but the big deal's already been made before, and they're just not stopping. So it's like, that's that, right? That is that. Lucy is taller than Carlotta. Okay, so if we're at the point where we're comparing, like, guys, that's basically like saying you've never seen a woman in real life before. That's a telltale sign. If we're doing like Suna, Lucy versus Carlotta comparisons, we haven't seen real women outside before, because Carlotta's build is a mature short adult. Like, that is Carlotta's build. This is not an adult build on the right. That's kind of like the main point. She doesn't look like mature for the height on that build. That's kind of like the difference. And truly, it's like, I don't really think... I think it's a discussion we've already had before. But like I said, they've already done this like 4 fucking times already. So, it is what it is at this point. There's a reason why I don't think... There's a reason why a lot of people drop the game. Let me just say this. There's a reason why a lot of people drop the game during that time. Let's not beat the dead horse again, but this was the Angels of Delusion part of the game. It was all right here, and it experienced the biggest player fall off in history. So, there we go. I mean, truly, no more discussion we need to have. She looks ugly as shit. The one on the left is the most, like, that's one of the most disgusting summer skins I've ever fucking seen. Like, truly, anyone that buys this, I question their taste. It's ugly. Bro, this shit is fucking ugly. Bro, what the? I don't even know what to say. Hers is good, though. Hers is like the only good one.
大家好，我是编剧阿鹏，
我是编剧小 Q。
从刚刚的版本 PV 来看啊，我们这版
I don't know what they're saying, and I don't think it matters. So let's skip ahead. What do we got now? The Ramiel kit at 1025. Well, I guess we get to see in full detail just everything. How they copied Imith from the ground up. Let's take a look. I don't want to watch this because the music is so bad. Bro, how do they do this? Bro, it literally just... Bro, this is like the most... Bro, this music is actually ass. Guys, this is the thing. I like EDM. I like EDM. And this is shit. And this is also Imith. I don't think we need to see much more. Basically, her kit is almost her kit... In terms of, like, what it does, so many of the gameplay patterns are basically a one-to-one to what Imith does in her kit. I made a whole-ass video about it, and then we discovered today she has a heavy attack, piercing attack, which is just the same as Imith's mech form. So, Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just gonna skip this because I don't want to watch. I don't want to listen to this fucking music anymore. But that's I guess that's the gist of the kit. Now let's go listen. Now let's go watch the old lady.
西格利德。
What the fuck is wrong with these guys? Bro, you're not at the club. You're watching a live stream at home. Bro, it's like these motherfuckers are at Coachella or like Tomorrowland and like half the crowd is on drugs and like, bro, they're just watching this at home. No, nobody hit a line before fucking watching this stream, bro. Nobody popped a fucking Molly before this stream. What the fuck is this music? This sounds like the middle of somebody's set when they're playing the dirtiest fucking trap they can think of because they're trying to get the crowd ramped up. What the fuck? All right, yeah, okay.
空巡局总务司官，在罗斯凯列法中有着各种夸张离谱的传说，甚至被谬传为实力比肩。
So is this what they're gonna do for every unit? They're just gonna say, well, actually, they are as strong as Void Hunters. Please pull them. Wait. I need it. Guys, I've got the perfect post to show you guys. You guys remember this tweet from LD Shop? How, like, no unit in the game makes money except for Void Hunters because the game is not balanced. And so now they're going with, like, the advertising, the pre-release advertising of, guys, wait, she's actually as strong as a Void Hunter, I promise you. I assure you, dear viewer, dear player, she's as strong as a Void Hunter. Please pull her. That's how it comes off, right? Just lie to me, Hoivers. Just lie to me.
虚兽的强者，虽然这些只是夸大的传说，不过本人的实力确实不可小觑哦。他的核心玩法可以用一句话概括：交替使用技能触发寻空枪式状态，通过强化普攻打出分支。
Why does this just look like Ellen? I'm done with her kit. She literally just looks like Ellen. She sounds like Ellen too. Wait, close your eyes and tell me if this sounds like Ellen. Just hear her attacks.
的实力确实不可小觑哦。他的核心玩法可以用一句话概括：交替使用技能触发寻空枪式状态，通过强化普攻打出分支技脸枪式。
They're using the same. They're using the same SFX as Ellen. It's literally the same SFX as Ellen, bro. It sounds like one ZZZ 1.0, kind of. Okay, since ZZZ players don't want to admit it, let's just listen. Let's just listen to some Ellen gameplay. Let's listen to it from ZZZ. And this is when she's got to be ice infused for those attacks.
Hell no. Get blessed.
Do we want to pretend? Do we want to pretend that the sounds aren't the same?
Get lost. Get lost.
虽然这些只是夸大的传说，打出分支技脸枪式，造成高额爆发。让我们一起赶紧看看吧。西格利德的普通攻击第4段、闪避反击、强化特殊技、连携技等均视为出枪式。西格利德使用其中任意出枪式命。
Looks like an Ellen reskin to me. So yeah, look. I don't know how I feel about that. It is what it is. All right. Now that we're done with her kit, I feel like these two characters are, I think you're meant to skip this unit. That'll be my summary of her. I think you're meant to skip this unit and just pull Alicia in this patch. That's the take for the majority of the player base, right? This is an Ellen reskin that everyone's supposed to skip because you already have Miyabi. Just like how you're supposed to skip Promia because you always have Miyabi. Just like how you're supposed to skip Hugo because you already have Miyabi. Just like how you're supposed to skip what's her name? The tentacle ice bitch because you have Miyabi. Right? So it's the same as before. Skip her because you have Miyabi. Calamari Yizhuan. Oh, yeah, that's the one you're supposed to skip. Cool. Glad we established that. All right, what else do we got here? The Remiel Bang Boo at 1755.
在3.1版本还会有新的小帮部登场。没错，天使形象的艾瑞尔能在战斗中为大家提供助力。他升空闪现到目标附近后，会牵引周围敌人，造成伤害。另外，牵引到的敌人数量越多，他给我方上的增益也会越多。当雷米尔在场时，则会默认上所有的增益，不管牵引到的敌人是多少。
This Bang Boo looks overpowered. Yeah, I don't know. This Bang Boo looks like it's overpowered.
这就是雷米的魅力啊！发动连携技，艾瑞尔会掷出缤纷星旋，给对手华丽一击。版本更新后，在帮部
Visual clarity is off the charts. Damn, now even the Bang Boos are contributing to the pollution. Yeah, those are probably the biggest SFX I've seen from a Bang Boo. I'm not gonna say the best because the game already has a lot of clutter visually. I still don't know what's going on when I play Miyabi team sometimes.
和对应的音频频段将在版更后开启并持续整个版。
Remio Kid is interesting. Watch the mechanics. Okay, so this is the take. If we watch the mechanics and it's literally just the exact same as iMyth's, what are we gonna do? Like truly, what are we gonna do if it's the exact same? Fine. Let's check it out.
人雷米埃尔，流明属性是一个全新的属性啊。没错，流明属性有一个独特的机制，雷米埃尔会根据队伍中下一位带着人的属性，让自身造成伤害发生变化。也就是说，当队伍不同的时候，它的输出属性也会随之改变。那可以根据敌人的弱点来变更不同的队友。
So she has different roles based off, so her attribute changes and her role changes. So she goes from a DPS to a sub DPS, basically.
来应对不同的环境，感觉很百搭了。是的，来看看雷米尔的攻击方式吧。普攻连段可以对敌人造成伤害并累积飞行能量。
Her role doesn't change. She's a support. So they made the character a support when they look like a DPS. Okay.
施加一个流明属性继续点，点按强化特殊技，雷米埃尔可以发动攻击对造成伤害，同时。
No, she's a support. Okay. Great. I guess we're going with the Chisa support. Yeah, the fuck your lore.
时为敌人施加2个流明属性继续点。看来这是流明属性的独特继续方式。
Yeah.
是的，当飞行能量积累充足时。
Guys, this would be like iMyth being a support, honestly. What if I told you iMyth was a support? She buffs the team. She doesn't actually deal damage.
长按特殊技键，雷米尔可以进入转换姿态。
Okay, dude.
此时切换队友入场的时候，雷米尔将升空进入相变时流状态。在此状态下，雷米尔会为全队提供增益。同时在后台自主行动，为战斗提供协助，如控制敌人或为敌人。
So she's for Lova.
施加继续点等。处于非操作状态时，也能为队友提供帮助，真是我们空中可靠的后援。话说，我还看到。
Okay, yeah. Why did we just say that then? So she is a DPS. You're all retarded. I'm done. Nah, Frolova is a DPS, and you guys were all saying she was a support for like 20 fucking minutes. But if she actually deals damage, but the damage is off-field and triggered by her teammates, she's an off-field DPS like Frolova. So you guys all just like don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, awesome, great. Who could have thought the ZZZ community would get confused over a kit?
个新的跳刺。是的，这是流明属性的。
We'd never have seen that one coming.
专属反应异化。简单来说，若敌人身上有继续点的时候。当他即将被打入属性异常状态时，会触发异化反应。雷米尔会消耗继续点来提升这时造成的对应异常伤害的总伤害，同时为自己存弹，最多可以存3发。继续点转换成弹药，弹药再转换成最终爆发，一环扣一环。没错，存了弹之后，雷米尔就可以通过长按普攻键。
Okay. So that is the iMyth heavy attack thievery right there.
发动大范围攻击，触发药变效果。这个时候可以清空弹药，对敌人造成伤害，并回复大量的飞行能量。而在飞行姿态下，当雷米尔触发3次异化反应后，就可以存满。
Okay, I get what's going on. So basically, she has iMyth's kit, but her teammates charge up the forte, not her on-field attacks. Great. I've explained it to you. She basically has iMyth's kit, and essentially, she doesn't build up her own forte on field. Her teammates do. Then you swap back to her when the forte is charged up. Use the special attack, then swap off of her and let the teammates fill it up again. That's the kit. And I guess she provides buffs to the team little bit more utility, but at a baseline, that's essentially the gameplay. Bunch of cutscene attacks, bunch of like those transitions, but at a baseline, it actually does look the exact same as Imit's to me, but your teammates charge up the Forte. I'm gonna be honest, it kind of looks like her kit was supposed to be a DPS one, then it got reworked into whatever the fuck this is. Very interesting move, I'll say that for sure. I would say this is a big innovation to the game. Absolutely, right? It's a big innovation to the game, but part of me does actually believe she was designed as like a DPS at first. They got like switched halfway through because they didn't want to get caught for plagiarism. Like, straight up, that's like what it feels like, because this does not look like a support kit at all. And it looks like it got turned into one afterwards. That's the vibe that I get from it.
3发弹，这个时候将激活特殊的
She gets a maximum of 3 void flares.
支援技，激活后下池入场时会自动触发。哇，落地就
Once activated, it'll trigger when she enters the battlefield. Oh, they added intro skills too.
是毁灭性打击。不仅如此，发动支援技后还可以让下次长按攻击升级，可以造成更高的伤害。这看着打的是真爽啊！来看看实战中的雷米尔的表现。我们长按特殊
Yeah, that's a support kit, boys.
器件，让雷米尔起飞，随后切换维列娜和简交。
Yeah, that's a support kit, boys. That definitely looks like one. Totally. Yeah, just dual wielding laser swords, stance switching, and then yeah, bro, that looks like a support kit.
发异化反应。
This is my take. It's like I don't really. The kit to me is way too flashy to be a support. When I see somebody like twirling around like fucking Darth Maul, like fucking bro, dual lightsaber wielding. Then again, we have Chainsaw Blade Chisa, right? We have Chainsaw Blade Chisa, so it's kind of like a similar vibe, I guess. Though I would say this, I don't know. I guess the disappointment over here is this looked like a pure DPS to me. I guess she's not. Like a little blend of both. It is what it is. All right. Now let's move on. Take a look at some of the banners. Ooh, how are they going to monetize in this version? Let's take a look.
独家频段和对应的音频频段将在板更后开启并持续整。
Okay, they do this every time they're trying to make money. They make it look like an entire, yeah, they make it look like, they make it last the entire version of the banner. It's like the Miyabi one as well as, was the Yi Shungite one all version? I don't think so.
各版本周期。
没错，全版本都可以抽，不用赶上下班的时间窗口了。
是的。在整个 3.1 版本期间，神将们都可以获取这位打使结社阵营的全新限定 S 级代理人雷米埃尔，流明属性异常定位。
What are they showcasing here? Wait, is that she gets the little glowy effects if she has the bro? I don't fucking care, bro. I don't care. Is that it? All right.
还没有入手的神将，这次
So their first rerun is going to be Arya.
要把握机会啊！
下半期的副歌调频有些特别，我们将推出独家重音频段，流音、福波右叶。
Oh God. Oh, not this shit again. Oh, not this fucking shit again. Bro, I said last time this was here, this is here just to bait you before they power creep everybody on this. Like, this is right before they power creep everybody on this and make them genuinely useless. Guys, this is the thing. Truly, in this game, you are supposed to skip this and never pull on this ever. You never pull on this. Ever. It is a terrible idea to ever do this. Never pull these characters. Guys, because next patch, within the next 2 patches, they're going to be putting out a version of these characters that's just better. Just like how they put out Yi Shungite after putting Alice on this banner. They put out Yi Shungite after putting Alice on this banner. They released that character the next patch. There's going to be a better anomaly support coming out to replace Yazuha. They're going to find a way to power creep Dialin. Next 2 patches, guaranteed. Don't pull this.
前与优真3位 S 级代理人同时复刻，可自行定向选择。
3选1，而且首个 S 级保证为自选，首次10年还会有额外的8折。
Genuinely impossible to power creep Dialin. Shut up. You're really giving these devs not enough credit. They'll find a way.
残星倾囊300 S 级殷勤同步复刻，规则一致。
神将们可以在频段开启期间随时更改定向目标，累计调频数据也会继承。当后续再次开放同类的频段时，数据同样继承，与其他限定频段分别。
Hey, at least the good thing is that the pulls on this banner apparently carry over So, like, I guess... Guys, think about what they did the last time this banner came out. When they put units on that banner that literally just got replaced the next version. Why? Like, that was the last time they did this. They literally put a poison pill on that banner. Unk, it's guaranteed. You're guaranteeing a unit that they're about to power creep. So that they can take your pulls and then make you regret pulling on the banner because a better one is coming out in 30 days. This is basically like somebody, right before the next iPhone comes out, the iPhone goes on sale. You're probably going to be upset if you actually want the new iPhone that's just better than the old one, and then you just bought the old one on sale and there's no returns. Like, this is what this is. The sale before they come out with something better, because they know nobody's going to pull these units ever again after what they do. They did this already. They already did this. They're going to do it again. This is me telling you they're just going to do it again.
一样继承与其他限定频段分别计算。
总之呢，不要错过哦。
神将们熟悉的待遇。
Bro, who cares about this shit? All right, let me get this part off my screen. Now let's take a look at some of the new drive discs. Oh boy.
在新版本中，区域巡防有新的关卡追加，驱动盘系列随之新增了乘雨之势和荆棘玫瑰套装，神将们可以。
Anomaly proficiency, and if the equipper's attribute is Lumiflux. So, wait, let me just read this. So, the signature set for this not DPS character only buffs their damage. Yeah, this is not a DPS character, by the way. Yeah, their set only buffs their damage. There's really nothing else buffed on here. It's just damage. ZZZ players, this is why I don't take you seriously at all. This is why I have never taken the ZZZ community seriously at all, because you don't even know what you're talking about ever in this game. You call this support when there's only selfish, personal, self-damage buffs on this kit, or on this disk drive. And guys, nobody considers Chisa a full support in Muwa. Everyone thinks Chisa's like, nobody calls Chisa a pure support. There were people out here calling this bitch a pure support, which is crazy. She's not a pure support, obviously. Blend of Ibith and Frolova is what I'm thinking. Now the other piece. Defense plus 16%. Oh, this character's probably dead. The equipper's damage is increased by 15, and when the equipper's initial defense is, their crit rate is increased. Oh boy, yeah, I bet that character's gonna be strong. Just kidding, I bet it's dog shit. Anyways, not really too much to really say about these. I guess get this if you're gonna build your new unit, and then don't ever farm this. They probably just added this set so you'd have a useless piece of shit to farm alongside this. I bet they're both in like the same tacit field. So this is just like your consolation prize and meant to like grief you. Yeah, you actually want these pieces, you're gonna get these. Right? That's truly all it's there for, is to fuck you. They put in the worst set in the game. All right. Now let's move on. We got a new event.
的重磅新常驻玩法迷宫鬼域背果计划。
你刚刚说常驻玩法，这意思是以后一直可以玩的吗？
Bro, I almost messed up saying that. Bro, hey, ZZZCCs, make sure you focus up when you about to pronounce that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I almost got tongue-tied because it's been a long stream. That would have been a bad move. Yeah, the Enigma of the Labyrinth, it still sounded bad after I said that, but I just said the word properly. It still sounded bad, man. That's not good. Operation Bagel. No, I just said the word properly, but it's, yeah.
没错。 故事起因是神将从牧羊人那里接到了一笔特殊委托，据说在神之迷宫帕帕哥空洞深处藏匿着神将祖师爷乔伊斯的特殊装备。
Why do I not care about the story of this event? Show me the gameplay.
乔伊斯留下的奥蒙德研究站，将这里作为前线据点，但研究站关停多年，用于搜索定位的核
Did Ugg just say neither? No, I said Drew.
新设备已经无法正常运作。 想要找到 ES 的下落，就必须让研究站恢复功能。
On God, bro. On God, bro. I said Drew, bro. On God, bro. I said neither.
神将们需要深入空
No, bro.
洞回收高价值物资，及时撤离，再将物资投入装备制造和研究站修复。随着设备逐步恢复，搜索范围也将不断扩大。最终呢，我们会锁定 ES 的位置。
I'm not gonna lie, this looks boring as shit. I'm sorry. Maybe I need to rewatch it. This looks boring as fuck.
必须让研究站恢复功能。 神将们需要深入空洞回收高价值
Bro, this reminds me of the Arknight's Enfield roguelike.
物资，及时
And that's not good.
撤离，再将物资投入装备
That might be the worst game mode ever made.
制造和研
I'm
究站
getting
修复。
vibes of it from
随
this.
着
I
设
don't
备
know
逐
why.
步恢复，搜索范围也将不断扩大。
Right? It's giving you the
最终
vibes.
呢，我们会锁定 ES 的位置，深入神之迷宫的核心区域，将它带
It's not even showing? Hey, that might be the reason why. Where the fuck is the
啊和
gameplay,
引
bro?
擎也会在该玩法中生效哦。
Okay, all
带
right.
入的东西
This actually reminds me of the Honami City event.
打好基础，接下来就看操作了。
Yeah, this
没
is
错。
this is more so.
进入
This
关
ain't
卡后
Hollow Zero. This is the Honami City event. What the fuck are you guys saying?
地图里散布着各类物资容
You guys are retarded. This is the Honami City event. Who said this was like Hollow Zero?
器可以搜刮，击败敌人也会有相应掉落。搜索到的物资
OK
可以用来提升自身的实力，从而探索更多的区域，挑战更强大的威胁，获得更多的稀有道具。
没错，积少成多，步步为营，发家致富，走向神将巅峰。
没错，
But this is the thing with the Honami City event. If you fuck up with the Honami City event, it turns into the AKE version. Just so you know. The bones of the Honami City event and the AKE Etch Space Salvage are the same, but like AKE fucked it up so bad. So truly, it is up to this. We've seen one company do the extraction thing better. Wuwa did with the Honami City stuff. AKE failed miserably. Let's see where ZZZ lands with this one, because it could be really good or really fucking bad. And like, just don't do what AKE did and you might be fine.
另外，搜索中甚至可能会有机会获得菲林等高价值物品哦。
This looking
但是
slow
千万
as
小
shit
心
though.
啊！随着收集的物资价值变高，也会迎来迷宫中的恶美女孩乌利迪姆。根据 HIA 的记录，这些诡异的猎犬一直在帕帕科空洞内部游荡，维持着神之迷宫的以太稳定。
For some reason, I'm getting AKE vibes from watching this. I don't know what it is. I feel like it's the fact that I just saw this guy run away for like 5 minutes and just not fight this thing. And like, bro, it feels like this shit is going to take forever to do because of that.
似乎不是很喜欢调查
Just like AKEs.
们扰乱迷宫混沌状态的搜索建设行为。一旦携带着较高价值物资的目标出现，这些猎犬便会追击并将其诛杀。
哎，那战斗方面会有什么区
That didn't look fun. That looked kind of annoying.
别吗？
这就要聊到迷宫鬼域中代理人技能以外的2套全新的战斗系统了，一体技和海影系统。
Okay, well, we'll just have to see how it lands. I don't think you can make any super broad sweeping conclusions just yet until you actually feel it out yourself. So it'll be really good, or it'll be like good, okay, mid, or dog shit. Pray it's not awful.
一体技源自神将体内的以太一体佩洛伊斯，可对敌人进行精准格挡、抵御攻击，也可在一定条件下相位拖进到敌人附近，或对敌人发动处决，造成大量伤害。
不光是战斗能力，在探索过程中呢，佩洛伊斯
Why is the game lagging during the live stream? Were they not able to... Bro, if it's lagging on their computers, you're just gonna crash on this scene in game. Bro, it's
可以在帕帕哥遗留的空轨上奔袭，帮你快速穿越区域，提升搜索效。
That's not a good look. Because now I'm wondering how it's gonna run on my PC.
再说海影系统，利用
Or I'm not gonna play it, but like people are gonna wonder how it runs on their PC.
研究站的特殊科技，神将们得以复现敌人的某些招式，伤害力的海影。
Bro, everything's lagging. Bro, Bro, I think I know what's gonna happen. This game mode is dead on arrival because it looks so laggy nobody can play it. Bro,
研究
it's
站的特殊
lagging
科技
here.
神将们得以复现敌人的某些招式，伤害力的海影
Bro, it's lagging like shit
可
here.
以在战斗中打出额外爆发，功能类的则更加灵活，比如海影胸魁语者，可以隐秘躲避高威胁的猎犬乌利迪姆。
Dude, I think the optimization is actually gonna make this unplayable. It's just one section on trail. No, we've been watching laggy-ass gameplay for the past minute. All the gameplay has been laggy.
搜索类的则可以提升搜刮效率。
当然了，如果觉得当前局势
And no, this isn't Hollow Zero, guys. This is one contiguous open world, and that's why I'm saying I don't think these guys have the engine or the game for this.
帮你快速穿越
This
区
is
域，
all
提升
one
搜索效率。
continuous map with no
再
loading
说海影
screens.
系统，利用研究站的特殊科技， 神将们得以复现敌人的某些招式。
I don't know, bro. This is the thing. 2.0's exploration area is horrifyingly optimized as well. The one where you like explore, everyone was talking so much about how it was like laggy as hell there. And then this is like that on steroids.
伤害力的海影可以在战斗中打出额外。
That sequence right there looked. I don't think the game can handle that. I don't think it can handle rendering all of this. I don't think it can handle like allowing you to like walk over there and then show it on the screen. I think it's too much for this game.
爆发，功能类的则更加灵活，比如海影胸魁语者，可以隐秘躲避高威胁的猎犬乌里迪。
It's already optimized. I'm watching it lag on the live stream that premiered today. What do you mean it's optimized? If it was optimized, then it wouldn't be lagging on the live stream for the version, but it's lagging here, so it's not. Why are you guys just lying about the game? I'm just wondering, ZZZ players, why do you just lie about the game and say it's optimized when you're seeing an unoptimized slogfest that looks like a PowerPoint in the live stream? I'm just curious. Are you just refusing to see what's in front of your face?
搜索类的则可以。
We can't say it's optimized because it's not out. No, I can say it's unoptimized. I can say it runs like shit because I'm literally seeing it run like shit in front of me. Like what do you mean? Yes, I can say it's unoptimized because it's running like shit right here. Bro, if it showed up in 60 FPS on the live stream, I wouldn't be saying this, but this is on their computers. They have amazing processors, great graphics cards because it's Hoyo's computers. The devs' computers are lagging running this. What do you think yours is going to do when it's less expensive and not as good as the devs' computer?
提升搜刮效率。
Like guys, this would be like an engine, a Hemi V8 not being able to pull something. Would a weaker engine be able to pull it if the strongest one can't? The strongest engine is struggling to run this game. What is your computer, a weaker engine, going to do?
当然了，
That's all I'm saying. And the fact that they were confident that they decided to show an unoptimized mess on the live stream does lead me to believe the release version is not going to be optimized. Is that a crazy argument? I don't know why there are so many people defending that. Why don't you go critique Hoyoverse for showing an unoptimized 20 FPS, 10 FPS chunky ass PowerPoint gameplay on their live stream? Why are you trying to defend that? Why are you trying to go at me for saying that that's not professional, that's not good, and doesn't inspire a lot of confidence in the future version? What are we even doing here? Are you this desperate to defend the game that you're actually trying to strike down the most legitimate critique I could possibly give for something that looked like that? Good lord. Get a fucking grip, you morons.
如果觉得当前局势不利，也可以选择避开战斗。
Actually pathetic fucking behavior. Holy fuck. You're defending this?
保存实力，留待撤离。
量力而行也是一种策略嘛。
对的，在迷宫调查搜索时，也要时刻注意自身安全。如果血量告急、道具见底，或者侵蚀值过高，就赶
It's lagging here. Bro, it's at 20
紧
FPS
前往
here.
撤离锚点吧。这
Dude,
些
this
奥
is
蒙
what
德
I
研究
mean.
站的产物，
Why is it
可以固
20
定通往
FPS
研
right
究站
here?
附近的猎习，只要成功将其激活，便可以安。
Why is that so laggy? You're literally watching this show up. It showed up at like 3 frames at a time. The menu was chunky. What the fuck? Like, guys, what are you? Why? You think this is good for the game, for the live
这些奥蒙
stream?
德研究站的产物，可以固
Bro,
定通往研究站附近的猎习，只要成功将其激活，
what the fuck? The menus are lagging.
便可以安全撤离空洞区域。但撤离的路上千万别大意，可怖的猎犬乌里迪姆、影响精神的恶噪声场，以及不断升高的侵蚀值，都在考验着大家撤离时的战术规划。
没错，万一全员倒下，收获可就没了。
不过呢，也不用太担心，我们准备了不少兜底的措施。局内可以使用特定的手段将倒下的角色带回来。搜寻过程中可以使用安全箱提前锁定高价值物品。另外，即便行动失败，部分情况下也可以在下次行动中回到战败区域附近拾取上次留下的物品。
随着对伊艾斯踪迹的深入调查，神将们也将
Has Wuwa been this laggy on a live stream reveal? Bro, I've never seen... Bro, I think the last time I saw a game this laggy, it was like AKE or something, bro. Or like DNA. Bro, I don't know. It's never... This is like an extended section too. I think that's the issue. This part is like... Bro, this part has been like 6 or 7 minutes long and all the gameplay's laggy.
里面有一个新敌人荣誉行者，想从他面前全身而退，也是一场硬仗。
若单局带出价值超过一定数额，还会触发大富豪奖励。带出价值超过一定数额，还会触发大富豪。
Just so you all know, all the ZZZ players defending this shit, they watched the live stream before I did, so they knew that was coming up. They knew that was coming up in the live stream, and they were still defending it. Bro, that was the laggiest...
带出价值超过一定数额，还会触发大富豪奖励。
Dude, this shit is not gonna run! Dude, it's not gonna run! That's at like 5 frames, bro! Bro, this shit is cooked! Bro, I've never... Bro, have you ever seen shit this laggy before? Bro, I'm sorry. This is insane. This looks like the game is running on an integrated graphics card. This is like when your graphics card like crashes, doesn't turn on, the drivers don't register, so now you're using like Intel onboard bullshit. And like, that's what the game would look like. Because you're not actually using a real graphics card. Bro, that's what it looks like on the live stream.
奖励，研究站的发财部会根据带出价值的
They're just moving to at like 2 frames a second.
多少，赠予额外的抽奖机会。撤离带出的物资可以投入基建、脱金中枢、仓储枢纽、制造工坊、大富豪回收处，还有研发中心，组成你的前线据点吧。
研发中心可以强化。
Okay, at least the gameplay is smooth there. This is what I'm gonna say about this game mode. I can see that they're ambitious. I can see that there's potential for it. Like I said before, it's either really good or really bad, but the performance looks so absurd in this live stream reveal. I have almost no confidence it's gonna be playable on release. That is my take. After seeing all of that and possibly the most choppy gameplay I've ever seen an official source give, I don't think it's going to run. I'm not even saying this to Doom Post. This looks so far from being playable, it's unreal. And the fact that they were confident enough to just show this scene is baffling to me.
带出价值超过一定数额，还会触发大富豪奖。
Why would you do that? Yes, part of me wishes that they were dishonest and lying and then like only showed the high FPS gameplay. The long goodbye. Nah, that's way worse now. Nah, it's way... Now I'm thinking you can't even develop, like... Fuck. That's rough, bro. I'm gonna be real. That's... I just feel like this is not a great look. Guys, and this is the thing. I'm saying this. What do you think anybody outwardly looking in is going to say about this? Truly. Imagine I'm not a gacha CC. Imagine I'm not Saint. Imagine I'm not somebody that doesn't like ZZZ. And I'm just like a normal person, a normal gacha player, a normal whatever, right? And then I see this shit. Like, what do you genuinely expect the reaction to be from anybody that sees this?
带出价值超过一定数额，还会触发大富豪奖励。
Like they're just gonna be, why does it look like that? What's like why is it so laggy? Why does it look like it's not playable? Why did they put something that looks like it's not playable in the live stream? Why is it so unoptimized in the live stream? Do they not have enough time to get what they want done? Why did they show this? Why isn't it more completed? Why isn't it closer to completion? Why does it look unfinished? That's just normal questions to have regarding this. And this is my take. If you don't have those questions, you might just be a shill for the game. Because how do you not have those concerns seeing this? How would you not be concerned about how this is going to deploy? How would you not be scared about like, oh, why does it look like this? Why does it look like this in the live stream? A normal player, I feel like, that actually wants the best for the game would share in the concern because this makes the game look really bad. And my take is, if all you're doing is defending this, and then you're basically saying, well, can't know until release. No, you can know, because this is what they decided to show publicly. And so, guys, I'm gonna just say this. If Wuwa drip marketed a character, and it was literally a human turd, that's like you saying, that's like Wuwa players saying you can't critique it because the human turd hasn't officially come out in game yet. So you can't critique the fact the character looks like and is a literal piece of shit. They're not in game yet, so like they might actually look better. This is what you sound like when you're out here saying, oh, well, it looks laggy as shit every single time it's in the live stream. Literally borderline unplayable, but it will surely be playable when it releases. No, you're just making a take based off what you've seen, and it looks unplayable. Because that's what this looks like, unfucking playable. It's really just that simple. All right, now, moving on. What else do we have? Summer Event 2929.
我们的夏日活动啦，
回到启梦度假村了。
是的 死而复生的奇梦度假村迎来了复苏后的
Okay, they got that ugly ass, goofy ass outfit. All right.
好的。本次活动玩法分为2大部分：踏滩赶海和真凭
Okay, let's see what the events are.
操控角色，使用高科技的赶海工具，在沙
Looks boring as shit.
更
看这海产到处跑，一定很上头吧？
赶海中还有丰富的道具可以拾取，有的可以直接
Are you just cleaning up trash?
收获附近所有的
So
海
they,
产，
they just took a page out of AKE's
有的
book.
能让
That's a
你
good
高速
idea.
移动，还有的则能在你周围刷。
I'm skipping that.
海产捞上来了，接下来就是经营纪念品店铺了。
没错，篝火晚会的经费就靠这个了。
珍品巧售中，神将们可以用赶海收获的原材料为顾客定制纪念品。
Okay, now it's basically a go pick up all this garbage and then go make more garbage out of that garbage. That's just what it looks like. Is that a bad summary? Just pick up garbage, then make garbage out of the garbage. Bro, I think I'd rather go pick up water bottles outside at the park, because then I can at least go turn them in for money afterwards. This is basically equivalent of doing that just in-game. Like, you're actually just, like, doing what all those old Asian people do. They pick up water bottles at the park, then go recycle them for money. This is like...
满足顾客订单的具体要求。
I'm sorry. This is just a Joker event. Maybe you'll like this, but I can't take it seriously. All right. Let's look at 3303, the photo event.
还是启明星或者牧羊人？
是卡野，因为希拉的爸爸来到罗斯凯里法出差，所以卡野也随之而来。他还在这里认识了爱好观。
Why does it?
竟然还有邦布喜欢官人？
这里毕竟是邦布之城。
What are they doing?
意义的瞬间进行相应的拍摄。
it's just a photo event. Okay, so guys, I think they always coincide like a photo event for this game. Every time they release like some kind of like weird skin or weird character design. I feel like the last time they had a photo event, they put in the Suna maid skin. So like, great. Yeah, you got like another photo event for your Lucy. Yeah, okay. I'm done talking over here.
这个可以帮。
Yeah, no, it's odd how they line up the coincidences, but it is what it is. You're seeing it again. All right, now we got 3442 for another timestamp.
不介意的话，
没错，在本次活动中找到雷米的身影，邀请他在布亚斯特各处同行，拍下照片，并递交给空巡局的事务专员。
This looks retarded. Okay, I'm done watching that one. Daily event.
最近在帮部们之间流传着一个传说，据说呢，只要在特定的邮筒里投下信笺，就能得到回应，许下的愿望也可以成真。
哎，等等，投封信。
Okay, you deliver wishes, and you get some polychromes. Okay, so you get like 60 polychromes a day, maybe more.
每期达成3个。
Neat. Is this like the new? Is this new like Deadly Assault? What is this?
新增了绝境模式，每期达成3个关卡的9星后，就可以解锁该模式。
想要挑战自我、追求更高难度挑战的神将，可以来这里。
I think it's gonna be the true question. Is this a whale-only mode? Like, do you need to spend money to access this mode? I'm wondering.
仪式是
Because getting 9 stars in DA sounds like it's hard.
分手。
完成对应的战斗评分要求后，
Yeah, getting 9 stars in DA sounds like it's hard.
可领取绝境模式的挑战奖励。
炫彩称号，
Might be
名
like
片
Star
动
Word
态头
mode.
像。
It's the weird thing. As these games are adding more endgame modes, they seem to be actively dying. That's the weird part. Is it too little too late, or are the endgames that they're making not good? Because I've realized HSR has been adding a lot more endgame as it's actively dying, and it seems like ZZZ is kind of doing the same thing.
等着大家哦。
这些奖励真的很不错呢。等新一期开启后，我一定第一
There's no pull values for this endgame, it's just titles and shit? Oh, absolutely, just like HSRs, right?
时间把它们装备在我的个人主页上。
Basically, they're trying to incentivize more people to like M6 units because, well, I guess people really aren't spending a lot on characters, right? So it's kind of like another opportunity for like, oh, like we want somebody to like buy some of the extra things because I guess not a lot of people are buying multiple copies of units, maybe.
那你这段时间可得多练练手法了。录节目前我试了一下，这里的敌人可真不好打。
Because that's what I feel like the Star Word mode in HSR and this one are for.
知道了，知道了。
另外， 协会物资商店内也上新了拍照用的可兑换贴纸、相框，以及雷米埃尔专属的动作，消耗相应的代币即可兑换。
转身、展翅、回眸，连飘落的羽毛都在为他定格。
这也太美了。
But did they fucking lock an idle animation? Did they get it? Did they gate off an idle animation? Like the shit that like any character does if you just don't move them for like 10 seconds, they do an idle animation and they made that exclusive reward? That's weird. I'm just gonna say that I've never seen that before and I don't want to ever fucking see it again.
吧？是的，值此2周年之际
Yeah, whatever that is, I don't want to ever see that shit in any game ever.
Barry 和 ES 即将发起一项直播，回顾过去1年的感动与汗水归于何处。
毕竟传奇故事进行中。
One thing I'll say, this kind of doesn't feel like an anniversary live stream. It's oddly enough, it seems like they're not really talking about the rewards. Because, like, as far as I'm concerned, they haven't really been brought up yet. I've been looking at, like, the fucking timeline to see when they're brought up. I don't see shit.
周年之际也需要留些纪念嘛。
All right, this is just like a web event that goes through, like, your memories and shit. I don't really care. I'm just trying to get to the rewards right. Bro, they first start at 32 minutes into the live stream, 38. This is when they first mentioned the rewards.
即可领取。
Okay, so a 10 pull, a title, and an avatar. That's not particularly exciting, but surely there's more, right?
1600菲林，2周年的专属头像和专属的称号。其次，在上下半签。
Okay, then they got the same sign-in event that they have every patch. Just know, ZZZ has this one every single patch. So I wouldn't count it in like baseline anniversary rewards. Not if you're comparing it to other ZZZ patches, because they always get this 10 pull.
到活动中，神将们除了常规的10枚加密母带、10枚颁布券。
You can compare it to other games. You can't compare it to other ZZZ patches on like this somehow being more.
在下半的恩德大派送
Okay.
签到活动中，还可以额外获得10枚加密母带。
So it looks like 30 pulls?
希望这些奖励能陪伴大家，能更从容地开启接下来的旅程。
That doesn't seem like a lot to me, but maybe there's more later. Yeah, I heard a lot of people saying that there was like a shit ton of pulls, but that just looked like 30, which is not a lot for an anniversary. 30 is not particularly a lot.
对我们来说，2周年不只是一次回望，也意味着一次新的旅程的开始。
Because I've been hearing numbers like 162. So like only 30 from like being directly given, right, implies that there's somehow 150 or 140 elsewhere in the patch.
所以除了这些资源奖励外，我们还想在这个特别的时刻，给神将们一份新的启程礼物。为了让各位神将能更自由地选择自己喜欢的伙伴，这一次我们也带来了一项新的周年福利。
Where's the proof for 180 pulls? Everyone's just been saying that. I haven't seen a single link. Where's the proof for 180 pulls? Can somebody post that? If I don't get it within 5 minutes, I'm going to ban everyone who said 180. We got the logs. So, yeah, unless I get a link showing the 180, everyone that said it is getting banned. Because that means you guys were just spreading misinformation to make this anniversary seem better than it actually is. Which is weird. That's weird. I found this. Okay, what's this? Today, I bring my estimate of pulls for ZZZ version 3.1. Wait, this is where you guys got 180 from. A random Portuguese guy just like said, I think it's going to be this. So you just, a random Brazilian guy named Sayo Coat, who's just a random Brazilian guy, just said there's 166 because he's guessing. He literally says he's guessing. He's guessing. And you all believe it. ZZZ players like LARPing as intelligent people. That's all I can say. You guys are LARPing having above 60 IQ. This is insane. There is no confirmed pull count of anything. And any number being told to you is literally a guess that got pulled out of their ass. And people have gone from 160 to 180, all to try to uplift this game. Which, again, guys, lying about the poll count is only going to make the downfall of this game worse. Do you guys realize that lying about the poll count, overhyping it, and saying there are more polls than there actually are, is just going to make, if this patch is negatively received like the other anniversary was, it's just going to make the downfall even worse, right? The criticism even worse, right? Do you guys realize what you're doing by lying about the poll count so confidently with zero proof, other than just trust me, bro? And you're stating it like fact in my chat that definitively there's over 180. There's over 100. You're stating it like fact in my chat. Unc, why are you always nitpicking? You use these types of sources? I use data mined numbers from the preload of the patch that give the astrite counts for the version, you fucking moron. That's what I use to estimate woo-wah poll counts. So, in your ignorance, because you don't even know the type of material that I cover, you just decide to spread even more misinformation to defend ZZZ. And that's what the community does every time I critique the game. Spread misinformation about woo-wah or me to defend the game. It was about how ZZZ's Annie has more polls than woo-wah. That's the latest bit of misinfo. Nobody even fucking knows how many polls are in this update, and you're all saying it has more than woo-wah. That's more generous than woo-wah's anniversary. It's better than woo-wah's already when nobody even knows how many polls are in it.
在3.1版本中，神将们将可免费获得一位 S 级代理人。和去年的常驻 S 级自选不同，今年我们将范围进一步的扩大，升级为限定 S 级代理人自选。
Okay, I see what's going on over here. So they've decided to take, I guess, the least popular units in the game and give them out for free because they made zero money on their last rerun. Okay, so I guess they've just taken a look at like their sales records and just put the 5 least popular units on here for free. That looks about right, right? And I would say I think the obvious pick over here is to go for Lucia on the right, because I think she's the only one that's actually slightly useful and everyone else is pretty dog shit. But I guess this is also the other thing I'm going to say about Lucia. I think they're killing Rupture in 3.0. I think they are just killing Rupture and they're going to make it useless in 3.0. So you just probably, I think this is going to be a wash anyways here. Much like how they've been making efforts to kill Miyabi in 2.x, I think they're going to try to kill Yi Zhuan in 3.0. So you want to pull the next Void Hunter. That's what I think is going to happen. They've been trying to kill Miyabi. They're going to kill Yi Zhuan and Rupture next. And so they got to move on to the next team. So it's kind of like they rotate through, because you got to pull the next Void Hunter, right? You got to pull the next Void Hunter. So they're killing Miyabi, so you want to pull, what's it called? Remiel. They're going to kill Yi Zhuan for Sunbringer. So I think all these characters are going to be useless. That's my personal take. I've already seen them do it. Probably will happen again.
本次可选择的代理人共有5位，分别为简、0号安比、雨果、班基和露西亚。当然。
And guys, if you don't think that's going to happen, it will happen. They will kill Rupture so that they can sell the next Void Hunter set. They can sell the next Void Hunter archetype. Because Void Hunters are the only thing that sells in this game, so you gotta deprecate the older ones.
获得代理人可能还不够完整，所以这一次我们也会把他们的专属殷勤一同送出。也就是说，神将们不仅能选择自己心仪的限定级 S 级。
One thing I'll tell you is do not pick Hugo. This is the worst character I think I've ever seen in any gacha game before. Like, do not pick this character. He's so shit, it's unbelievable. Just wanted to say that.
代理人还能同时获得与之匹配的专属殷勤。
Like, they should probably refund him. ZZZ has a lot of characters that should probably just be deleted from the game and refunded. No joke. I don't think Woo-Wah has any characters at the same level as like ZZZ in terms of just actual dog shit. The closest we have is probably like Rosia or Yinlin, but they're sub DPSs that still have use cases elsewhere, right? Like Yinlin, you can still use at end state, like you can still use in a lot of places, but like, bro, Hugo, you're using him literally nowhere in any situation for anything. He's just dog shit bro, it's ridiculous.
希望大家玩得尽兴。同时，随着罗斯凯利法
Zani, fair enough. All right, I guess that's going to be that one. Let's see what else we got. Selectable character on non-rate up characters. What is this one?
开始，我们将新增定制调频的机制。在 S 级代理人方面，神将们可以从限定代理人朱渊、凯撒、月城柳以及常驻的代理人中自选共6位。
Well, I guess that's another way to do it. HSR did this and then died though. So I don't have a lot of trust in this as like a player retention method. right? After HSR did this, then died, I don't think this does anything. Again, I'm using a past track record. I'm using a past track record of like, let's just say this wasn't enough to save HSR. There, is that better? Are we politically correct now, boys? This wasn't enough to save HSR. Are we happy with that?
代理人之后
Because this is all I need to show. This is all I need to show, boys. Look, just, it is a... Dude, there's not really... It's just down. It's just been down on a merry-go-round, bro. Ever since 3.0, just down average in everything. Just down. Better than ZZZ. But yeah, that's not good.
当神将们在限定池或复刻池中获得非 UP 的 S 级信号时，将会等概率获得自己选定名单中的代理人。同时，对应的 S 级引擎以及卡池 UP 的 A 级信号也将支持自定义。设置完成后，定制的内容会长期生效，也可以随。
I mean, I guess it's nice, especially the 4-star stuff, so I guess you can decide against some of the older units. The 4-star stuff actually looks like the most helpful to me. All right, what else we got here?
我的配合。如果这次选择了捡的神将，也可以期待一下这对搭档在实战中的表现。
Are they basically just telling you? Okay, so they're basically saying, pull Jane so your Remiel's gonna be good. Guys, I bet Jane is the worst DPS that's technically viable with Remiel. I feel like putting... I feel like I could put money on that.
除了简以外，猫鼬和丽娜也会在2周年的版本中迎来补强，并追加新。
Jane is very good. I don't trust any of you motherfuckers that play ZZZ saying anything about this fucking game after you retards said that Remiel's a pure support. So just shut the fuck up. You're not going to be listened to because you were already wrong like 17 times today. Learn when to not fucking say shit in a chat where you've already been discredited as a retarded idiot because you've already said like 50 retarded things. Do you think people are going to listen to you after you've just been wrong like 4 consecutive times, ZZZ players? No, you've all been wrong the entire stream.
的招式。
Jane is only good on M2. I wonder who's right. The 10 ZZZ players who were super vague and didn't say shit, or the guy who's saying she's only good on M2. Yeah, so somebody just said Jane is the best with Remiel. And then somebody clarified only if you have Jane's M2. Imagine that you just say she's the best without clarifying you need 3 copies of the character. This is why I call you retards idiots. And don't worry, don't say I don't shit talk woo-wah players for the same exact stuff. Do you know how much I make fun of Cardathea players who say she's great solo because they have her S3? Bro, it's literally a meme that I fucking call those guys idiots because they're just lying about what they have on the character. Yeah, I bet your Jade is amazing because she's M2, you fucking dipshit.
后续我们也会持续关注大家的反馈，努力让每一位代理人都能在战斗中拥有自己的位置，也能陪伴各位神将走得更久。除了福利内容
And I love how these ZZZ players, they basically got banned even though I didn't fucking do anything. They just stopped typing like good little children. Fucking idiots, dude. Like, it's so ridiculous how noisy this community is. It's why nobody wants to cover the fucking game, bro. Do you understand why nobody wants to cover the game? So I guess those are the agent enhancements. Those are the main ones. Who else do they have? Is it like Nekomata and Rina? I guess this is the thing. How many have they done for these characters? I feel like the part that confuses me is that I don't even know who's been buffed in this game and how many buffs each person has at this point. Like, how many times has Nekomata been changed? How many times has Rina been changed? How many times has Jane been changed already? Like Nekomata's already gotten changes, right? Rina already got changes, right? This is a first for all of them? Wait, none of them have gotten changes before? Really? I guess that's how it just gets confusing to keep track. Ellen's gotten 2, right? And Silver Ambi has gotten 2. Ellen has gotten 2. And this is these guys' first one. Hopefully you can understand why it's confusing.
除了福利内容，我们也一直在努力把游戏本身做得更好。过去的几个版本中，我们持续优化了新手的历程，希望让神将们前期的推进更加清晰、更加轻松。 这次 3.1 版本试炼手册将升级为全新的新人神将指南，奖励发放也会进行调整。纯新玩家可以获得比以往更多的非灵等奖励，老玩家也可以根据目前所在的任务阶段一次。
Okay, so it looks like they're increasing some of the pull counts over here. That's pretty cool. What else do we got? Signal search times 20, polychrome times 1600. Yeah, this kind of looks like I mean, I'm not going to go ahead and say this is dog shit. It's pretty solid, though. And until I know the number of pulls, guys, if it's like 100 pulls and then this, I think I'd rather arguably have 160 plus pulls in Wuthering Waves. And that'll be my take that I make on the matter. Depending on the pull count of this update, that truly does determine which anniversary you would prefer, because this is the thing. You get your free 5-star and your free limited weapon, but it's from a pool of 5 characters that you may or may not want. And so if it's not characters that you want or need or will utilize, then this free 5-star is useless. For example, imagine if Wuthering Waves gave you a free Calcharo and the standard Broadblade. Would you be like, Kuro Games just gave me the most useful thing ever? No, you'd say, cool, but this shit is useless. And you would need one of these characters, assuming you don't have any of them already, and they need to do something on your account for it to be useful. And if that's not the case, you don't want any of these characters, none of their whatevers interest you, you don't want them, then the reward's useless. But the pool is arguably much better than last year, where all you had were standard characters. And I guess the good news is that with the better pool, you might be able to find some way to get some use out of the roster. Because last anniversary, bro, like, it was some dog shit, bro. You got a free standard unit and a free W engine. That shit was pathetic, bro. But here, I can see how some people might be able to get some value. However, it does beg the question of, why are they willing to give away stuff like this for free? And I do believe that this is probably going to lead to another meta shift where they kill Rupture. Why? Because they killed Miyabi. And I think they're going to kill Yijuan next because they got to sell more Void Hunters, make some more money, buckaroo.
最后，再次感谢各位神将这2年来的陪
Yeah,
伴。
they aren't that generous. Don't worry. They'll make you pay for picking Lucia. They're not that generous, and the devs will make you pay for picking Lucia, guys. Don't worry. I can almost guarantee it. You will suffer if you pick Lucia. Let's see what else we got over here. How are we gonna close this out? Oh, this react's been crazy, but hey, it's a fun little side activity. What do we got going on over here? So, summer skins now. I think we all clearly saw that the Lucy skin was free.
OK， 这次一共有5套时装。
So there are a couple other ones.
首先是维维安的泳装时装，鸢花池畔。
Yeah, y'all remember this one? This is the first time it's coming back after about 9 months. Yep, they decided to make this an exclusive for months.
随着夏日回归，这套时装将永久进入商城。
没错，飞鸟坠入星河，
Yeah, y'all remember this?
绽放池畔。
That was a
夏
while
天
ago.
和薇安真的很搭呢。
其次是之前在夏活中提到的露西泳装公主假日。
完成夏活特定任务即可限时免费领取。
That everyone's going to be getting. I guess you got to do the. I guess you got to do some of the events. There you go. What else we got? Oh, this is the worst skin I've ever fucking seen.
惊鸿逐浪也将同步上架商城。
Bro, this is so ugly. It's crazy.
泳装之后
Bro, I don't even. Bro, whoever designed this, bro, you need to get checked out.
阳光下的雷米多了一份明朗和柔和，和平时战斗中的气质完全不同。
百年后归来的少女。
Oddly enough, it's the best one. It's also the most like tasteful out of all of the outfits. It's crazy that they gave like this character the most tasteful outfit out of the bunch.
也值得拥有一个尽情享受阳光的夏天。
哎，不过
I don't get it. Yeah, the other ones look ridiculous compared to that one. That if you saw a normal person wearing that, you'd just be like, oh, okay, yeah, it just looks like a nice swimsuit. All right, what else we got? Remiel has 2 skins. She does.
那3.1期间，我们再上一套额外的优惠方案。月夜与海风的时装组合，2套时装组合购买，可享7折优惠。
I'm surprised that's just not a base one in the game, because isn't that the one that she shows up in the game? Shouldn't you just give that one to players because she shows up in the game all the time in that one? Like, isn't she introduced in the story in this one? I feel like this one should be free. Just saying. The fact they're monetizing this one is a little crazy. I'm just gonna be real.
哎，不过要注意。 如果先单独购买了其中一套，就无法再享受组合包的7折了。
It's not free? No, this is 33% off in the shop. No, you gotta buy this one. I'm
那么记得
disappointed.
提前规划好哦。
前面说到了露西的泳装，3.1版本的丽都城墓中也有沙滩度假风格的侧边栏主题和挂坠可以领取。
Effectively, you can say this. It's like them monetizing Rover's skin in Wuwa. It would be like ZZZ monetizing one of their proxy sins, because the character showed up in the story wearing that, and you just turned like a lore, like story outfit into a paid skin. Yeah, no, I don't know. It seems a little bit off to me.
同期的名片和头像也非常可爱。
She shows up, she debuts in the game wearing that, and then you have to buy it afterwards.
感兴趣的神将们可以关注哦。
此外，3.1版本的点映返礼活动也将同步开启。本次版本期间充值菲林底片或购买丽都城墓、神网会员以及现金礼包等，均可获得纪念票根。
累计获取一定数量的纪念票根，即可解锁本期各类稀有资源，其中还包括限定 S 级代理人和限定。
Is that 2 5-star characters and 4 W engines? Wait, what is this? Special invitation letter times 2? Oh, you choose one of these 4. Oh, okay. So you get 2 copies of this. Wait, what the fuck is this? What do they mean 2 copies?
定 S 级殷勤。
另外，还有动态名片以及雷米埃尔的动态壁纸、侧边栏主题和挂坠，一整。
Tokens can be used in the shop? Oh, you mean for those standard units one. That's what you're talking about. All right. I see. So they paywall the skin's dynamic wallpaper. Wait, the skin is already monetized. So I feel like monetizing this on top of that, on top of the skin itself is kind of crazy. Like, shouldn't you just get this when you buy the skin? Why is the skin's, like, dynamic wallpaper in the spending event? Shouldn't that be part of the outfit? I think this is the part that really I don't get is why did they like additionally paywall something that's already paywalled? That's a little weird to me. Seems kind of fucky, if I'm gonna be honest. But that's what you got going on over there. Maybe you get it if you buy the skin. Oh, wait, I get it. If you spend money and you buy the skin, maybe you auto unlock this in the spending event because you had to spend money, right, to get it. So perhaps that's how it works. I hope that's how it works. Yeah, if you buy the skin, you automatically get enough for the wallpaper. Okay. Then you got dynamic key names, outfit accessories, 2 pulls.
整套个性化内容，我们给大家具体。
Wait, so is the spending event 2 pulls, then goes up to a free 5-star, and then it goes up to a limited W engine?
展示下它们的效果。
That might be the most fucked up progression I've ever seen, but yeah, sure, I guess. Didn't Wuwa do that too? I don't know if it went from 2 pulls to a 5-star character. I'd probably need to see the thresholds for this one. I probably need to see like the spending thresholds and stuff for that one. All right, what the fuck else is even in this live stream, bro? Quality of life?
原本目标内的神将试炼手册将升级为全新的新人神将。
Okay, they're expecting to get new players. Hope all this work doesn't go to waste. It would suck. It would suck if that happened and they weren't able and they reduced in players just like 2.0.
代虚售回归预约和回归活动现已开启，
神将们可以前往活动网页完成新版本的预约，即可解锁160菲林以及角色40级直升、养成材料等奖励。参与网页呢
Okay, another goofy ass web event to get some free pulls. Very cool. AOD event 5152. What's going on here?
版本中，餐车将开进新爱丽都，妄想天使组合的
Just
成员
delete
会
these
与
guys
餐
from
车
the
经营
game.
者一起制作美食，招揽顾客。
You do realize the game would have done better if you just never released these characters, right? Anyways, I don't know why they're doing more events with them. And now we got the biggest announcement of them all, ladies and gentlemen, right here.
前瞻也到了尾声了，
Let's
每
wrap
次
this
大家
up.
聊这些啊，都觉得时间过得特别快。
3.1版本的内容真的很丰富，聊到现。
I don't know what is up with DeWay's fit, but like he looks like really bad. Like I don't know what's wrong with that shirt, but like he looks like both a lesbian and a gay man at the same time.
现在感觉还有很多内容没有说完，
剩下的就留给大家在游戏里慢慢挖掘吧。
一晃眼啊，绝君已经2岁了。
这一路走来，真的很感谢每一位神将的陪伴，你们的热爱、期待和包容是我们最大的动力。
绝训的世界还在不断的生长，
我们会继续努力，在玩法和
Sorry, somebody in my chat said, don't they all look stupid? I just wanted to read that one out loud for a second.
内容上持续加码，
希望能带给神将们更多开心的体验，
陪大家走更长更远的路。
They all look kind of goofy.
好，祝绝区灵和所有神将们
2周年快乐！
Nah, that comment got me fucked up. It's just like the entire, like, they're all posted up, and then someone's like, they all look stupid. I'm like, no, he's not wrong, bro. Like, bro, this dude looks like Steve Irwin wearing a vest. Bro, he looks like a crocodile hunter. What the fuck?
绝区令3.1版本漫长的告别即将上线，
我们不见不散，拜拜。哎，等一下，还没结
Dude,
束。
that guy's weird. I'm sorry, that dude's weird.
我今天来到这里啊，还有一个重要的事要宣布：绝区灵与崩坏星穹铁道将在不远的未来开展联动。
This is how I know this game is fucked. What? It's like both games are dying, so they're like, maybe a collab will save them both. That's what it seems like, bro. It's like both games are dying at once. We got no money to bring in a separate IP. Let's collab with ourselves. Because that's what it seems like, bro.
大家敬请期待。
拜拜。
Or it's like, bro, nobody wants to collab with ZZZ. HSR, you gotta take the bullet, bro. What's this? Oh, we got Pornbringer. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, no, they just added Kiana Coslada to the game. Congratulations, guys. Your Kiana's in ZZZ. She loses all aura. I mean, I feel like that was the vibe. I am beginning to realize, though, the lack of comments about how Sunbringer is actually just Kiana Coslada does lead me to believe that most ZZZ HSR players, they are just LARPers. And they don't even know what Honkai even is. And I think the only reason why people are drawing comparisons between Elysia and Remiel is because of Cyrene. Because Cyrene released first, and so they know, oh, pink hair girl mean Honkai Impact. When they don't know that a white-haired girl with orange and blue eyes is more Honkai Impact than Remiel ever could be. Like this is so much more HI3 than anything the narrative has been around, but nobody's talking about it. That's how I know everybody is just, they're actually, like, they're like Hoyo LARPers. They're Honkai LARPers. Bro, she looks so much like Kiana, it's actually crazy. She looks so much like HI3 Kiana, it's fucking ridiculous. was that trailer, like, more interesting than I feel like the entire live stream? I don't know what it is. Like, why did that trailer seem like, it's like at the end too. I don't know. It's a very interesting thing. I mean, my personal take on this is this. This live stream was really interesting in that I feel like there's potential in here. I think the actual design of her kit is, even though it is very highly lifted from iMyth, the actual implementation of it in-game as like a pseudo support sub DPS for Lova with like iMyth's animations and stuff like that. I think it's an interesting take on the archetype. And they did a lot more than I was expecting when it came to just, you know, lifting iMyth's kit completely. So actually a decent job by the ZZZ devs over here. However, this looks like one of the most uninspired, lazy units I've ever seen. It literally just seems like LNV2. And then, bro, this disaster that we just looked at over here with this, bro, this was like the longest part of the live stream. Let me just say that. This section over here about the new game mode was literally the longest section of the live stream. And a lot of it was truly questionable to me, especially the lack of performance and all of that stuff. Literally 10 FPS getting down to 5. The summer event looks like shit, but I think it's supposed to be because, like, you're meant to feel like you're playing AKE while you're going through this. This looks like an AKE activity to me. Like, hey, just make it so that you clean off poo next year, then we can go full circle, right? But yeah, and then you go make a bunch of garbage out of it. I'm good. The actual rewards itself, I'm gonna say this, right? Don't know the numbers on the spending event, though I will say this about the spending event. I feel like all the characters on here aren't really that good. Like, if you had an option, you probably wouldn't choose any of these units if you're looking for the current support, the current DPS, or like the current sub DPS for anomalies. You choose somebody else. So the design of this one seems somewhat similar to me to Wu-Wa's one, where they give out a bunch of older units that you don't really care about having. So you feel no incentive at all to actually go through the spending event. If that's how people feel from this one, who cares, right? Because I think that this is a low FOMO spending event because the characters aren't good because there's so much power creep in the game. So, like, oddly enough, the power creep is what prevents the spending event from being predatory. Do you see what's going on over here? So, yeah, there you go. WZZZ devs. New unit buffs seem like okay, whatever. I don't really know. And then this whole, like, standard character thing is gonna be my take. I think this is okay. I think this is fine. I don't think this is the best way, though, for people to try to get copies of older units that they might want copies of. And the reason why I'm saying this is that you still have a 1 out of 6 chance of getting this unit that you want, and this also means the unit never shows up in a banner ever again. So, like, you are basically permanently at the only way to ever get copies of this unit ever again is a 1 out of 6 chance on a lost 50-50. So you have a 1 out of 6 divided by 2. So you have a 1 out of 12 chance every time you get a 5-star to get this. I think I'll pull up somebody from chat. Proof. It's called math. Yeah. The proof is being able to perform basic mathematics. That's the proof of what I just said. And so with that in mind, I don't really think that this is actually that great for a majority of people who would have wanted these characters in the first place. Because what's the bonus over here? Oh, I get to go get copies of my Yanagi or my Caesar or my Juyen, right? What if I just never get them because I can't make a 1 out of 6, right? What if I just never get them ever? Like that. It's rough, right? When you could just pull on a banner and get copies of the character that way. So yeah, I personally think that this anniversary has the potential to be a benefit to the game, but I think that this alone, it could sink the entire patch. I think that this game mode has potential to sink the entire patch. Because guys, if it runs like shit and it looks like shit and it's embarrassing and stuff like that, bro, I'm gonna farm the fuck out of it. The hell? Bro, these guys are fucking clueless and lost. Bro, I'm gonna make like 3 videos on that shit if this runs like ass. Because why are they going ahead? How are they not able to get their shit together on the 3rd year that this game is running? It's just embarrassing at this point from a multi-billion-dollar company. So yeah, I think we've given actually a very fair critique of this. Obviously, a lot of dumb, toxic, positive shills in the chat today, but I did want to give this a fair shot, just like I did for last anniversary. And we'll just have to see, right? If the response is as negative this time, maybe it will be, maybe it won't. But just know, all I've said today is the truth. My personal truth, at the very least. Yes, I give my opinions on things, but that's what I believe. And genuinely, I don't hate this game. I don't want to see it die, but the things the devs have done over the past 3 years kind of do make me not care if it does. So we'll see how the cookie crumbles. once 3.1 arrives. Let me know what you all thought. Peace out.